Right, time to move on to this absolutely beautiful Stormstrike Chariot. I honestly, I've been having a look at this kit and I love everything about it so far. And I'm really hoping that even though it's push fit, fingers crossed, it'll all go together as well as to be skewer boded. And we're going to end up with a lovely, absolutely lovely little thing. Okay. So it is a push fit model. Now, up until now I've been very critical of them, and then I did the beast skewer and it just slotted together beautifully. So I'm going to start off with number 1 and number 2, which is the axle. So we've got the main kind of body here at number 1. I think this is number 1 anyway. And then, yeah, let's see. Number 2, ooh, where is it? Number 2 is the axle over here. Let's get those off and start working on them, eh? Now, this is part of the Stormcasts. Though I have to admit, you know, it's an interesting design. So it's got a very clear flow to it, like the Stormcast armor, and you can see that in the design of the actual model. I think one of the things about the Stormcasts is they've got a very kind of flowing effect on most of their armor, but the weapons kind of have a slight squaredness to them. So I do find that quite intriguing in some ways, because it's kind of like the weapons are slightly different style to the rest of them. I don't know if that makes sense to the way that I'm phrasing it, but that's how it feels to me. Now, what we've got here, by the look of it, is where it kind of clicks on. Got to be careful at the bottom. Take them off. I'm hoping that they are not. What's it called? Like, something that I actually need later on. Just gonna get my scraper tool. Quite an interesting feel to this. I like it. As I said, it's just a strange combination with these, like smooth curves, but then the weapons aren't curved. They're very angular. Oh, mold lines are quite heavy on this one, so I'm really trying to get them off. Right. Now this axle. Okay, I'll go around down. Okay, so nice and simple. It looks like this just kind of pops underneath here. Doesn't appear right. Although it does look like it doesn't matter which way. There is a kind of nipple and dimple towards the left side. So just make sure you get that right. Okay, slides in. Beautiful. Okay, so far no problems with the push fit. Chariot wheels. You can tell when you've got something like a wheel and you've got like mold points, injection points. You can tell that there's going to be an ugly mold line right down the centre. You can see it right there. Which means I'm going to have to get rid of it because I don't like it. Go away. I don't like you. You suck. Trying to get this ugly mold line off it. It's always a shame when there's big mold lines right down the middle of a model like this. I think I'm going to have to invest in a better mold line removing tool. I mean, this isn't that bad, but you can get a problem with handles. So I think that's definitely something I'll be getting in the future. Okay, so got this straight, and then the one with the base attachment. Need to clean that properly. I need to get a brush on that. Yeah, the one with the base attachment is going to point downwards, leaving this one with a bit more freedom to in whatever position you want to put it in. Right, next along is number 5, 6, 7 and 9 for some reason, sudden jump. So I'll start off with number 5, which is this lovely ornate guard. I am one of those people who has a probably mentioned on a different video when I was reviewing this, I'm not a big chariot person. You know, I just tend to find that, yes, they can be good for maybe like pestering on the flanks. They're a good little bit of danger. You know, they can harass on the flanks quite well. But, and you know, if you've got a few points left over, maybe they're good there. But it's never been something that I've quite sort of shouted out. You know, yes, I absolutely have to have a chariot in my army. Okay, this is gonna lean backwards by the look of it into this. Just double checking that position in. Nah, a bit further up. It's there, isn't it? Yeah, it's up on there. Yep, like that. This will just slide in like this. So far, this is another model where it's winning a few positive marks, even though it's a push fit. I'm not seeming to have any particular issues with this. Number 7 over here, and then I've got to find number 6. It's another lovely hot day, and I'm in my office at the moment, slowly melting. Number 6 now. I don't even know what this is called. Must have a term. Must have a name, this. That's really weird. I'm 100% certain that I actually used to know the technical terms for all of this, because I used to be obsessed with this kind of ancient warfare type stuff. So part of me is like, I actually think I know what this is called. Right, so let's get this sorted. Okay, so next little stage is the Griff Chargers. Now I love these things. They look great. I'm torn about what colour I need to do these because anyway, that will be a question for later on. 13 and 14. Let me find. So here's 14. Yeah, don't know what colour to do these because there's something about them that's so just interesting and I can't really explain it any other way. I'm looking at them and I'm saying to myself, they are just gorgeous. I love them. They kind of hark back, you know, the kind of, what are they called now? Hippogriffs, griffins, demigriffs, griff charger. This feeling of these creatures, they are lovely, and as I've said in the past, I was never someone who really cared that much about actual monsters. Even my old orc army, one wyvern, you know, some trolls, just to give a bit of a beefing, but for the most part, you know, wolves and stuff. So the fact that I'm looking at these things and I'm falling in love with them is actually quite a rare thing for me. And they are completely gorgeous. They are absolutely beautiful. They look the part. They just feel, you know, I don't know how to say it other than they just strike at you when you look at them. And, oh, push fit worked. Good push fit as well. I'm torn about how to paint them because, you know, the standard paint scheme seems quite good. Seems quite a solid paint scheme, but then I'm going for red. So I don't know if I should maybe try and go for a brownish red feathering. And then maybe a cream body, and that way the Griffhounds kind of match the models, the actual Stormcasts. I'm going for the Iron Thames completely with my Stormcast, I've decided. I might make Zandire's Truth Seekers the gold, the standard gold. But as for the rest, they're definitely unique. They're definitely the Iron Thanes. Right, okay, and then 11, big chunky bit here. Whew. Too much of that needs trimming down a bit. Such a big creature. Love it. Loads of paint. But the thing is, it's one of those ones where there's no doubt it's going to be easy to apply paint to. However, easy to apply paint to is not the same thing as easy to paint well. As I've learnt from experience, it's so easy just to think something's going to be easy to paint because it's big, and then you find yourself having to spend a lot more time thinking about tone. got this number 10, number 12. So 10 is this part of the body, and then number 12 is kind of the other side by the look of it, of the creature. Okay. Like on the other side, yeah. That's 10, and then this is 12. Yeah, I can see with the kind of very powerful musculature on it, it's gonna be hard to do a good paint job on this. Now, I do have a plan though. I don't know if it's gonna work. Rather than start dark and work towards the light, what I may do is start off light and then just pretty much turn everything into a wash, and then wash each layer deeper into the shadows, which is something I've done before, and it does a pretty good effect. You know, as someone who never pretends to be an outstanding painter, I don't do my painting videos to show off or claim that I'm amazing. I do them because maybe somewhere someone who's just starting out will go, actually I can achieve that look. Okay. Right, just carry on tidying this up, make sure it's all good, and then it should, yeah, a little bit there still. Right, where are we up to? Okay, so body pops on together. Like that. Oh, good. You see that? That is how a push fit should go together, not a crack in it. Why can't they all be like that? Maybe because it's the size. I don't know. Or maybe it is actually just me, and I've finally started building up enough skill to do it right. But you are beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous thing. Gorgeous creature. Just gonna pop him here for now. Which side do you think he goes on? Possibly that one. Beautiful. Like that. Right, so now it's parts 16 and 20. There's part 20 just there. Hmm. 16, let me find that. 16. Is it's the downy feathers. Now, this doesn't sound right, does it? See, it's down as 16 in the book here, isn't it? But it looks like 21 to me. Yeah, I'm oddly curious if we've got a print error here, a printing error on this. It's saying 16, but the only thing that looks like it is number 21. (17, 19). Yeah, it is. It's an obvious misprint. This is 16 here. Okay. Yeah, so it's a misprint. There was a misprint in instruction 3 of the chariot. It should actually be 21. Oh, someone needs to edit these a bit better. Bring me the head of the editor. Yeah. So misprint number 21. So where it says there's a headpiece with number 16 on it, it is not. It is number 21. There we go. That makes more sense. 20, 21, 22, 23. So yeah, because the next part is 22 and 23. To the other parts of the head here. Like his horns as well, they kind of flow back horns. In fact, no doubt about it, if I had some of these, if I had some of the heads of these free and spare, there's absolutely no doubt whatsoever that these would be becoming part of a Snatch Demon Prince. Right, so these go either side of this head. So let's have a look here. Oh, you've got to get it set right because there's no kind of pin for the head itself. It kind of all forms and locks around, so just be mindful when you put those together. Right, 16. Now it's number 16, which is this part of the body. Okay, so Grothard, and then number 18. Number 18. It always feels weird when I'm like doing all of these builds. I always think to myself I'll have 4 things to build, but usually one issue is painting related. So there's only like 3 build videos. which means that I'm going to go on to the next one soon. I'm going to try and get that finished today, so I've got all 3 builds done and out the way.
Motion detected at the back door.
Right, so let's, oh, it's a little bit up there, missed that. Okay, so now this pops together by the look of it. Over here, again, quite a good fit for a push fit, no problems so far. Right, 19 and 17, which are the legs. Right, there we go. Another beautiful one of those done. I'll pop them in here just to have a look at them. I think they are striking. I cannot really describe another way, really. You know, they look gorgeous. I think there's just something very attractive about these Griff chargers. Even that little Griff, demi-Griff or something like that was absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get Stormstrike axe. So we need 24, 25 and 26. Yeah. I imagine that these guys on a chariot are going to be particularly brutal would be the best way to describe it. 26, yeah. You know, you've got what is effectively a heavy shock troop riding around on the back of a chariot. Yeah, that in itself's definitely implying a heavy hitter. So yeah, I could imagine that this thing is quite a devastating unit when charging into war. quite a few join points to do on this one, and unfortunately does not help that the model has some very soft brittle joints in it, and so trying to be a bit careful while I do this. Okay, right, so we get number 24, then 25 is going to kind of fold into there by the look of it, and then the torso is going to pop like that. Now for now it's kind of locked in place. Right. Now we need to get 28 and 27. So, little cloak at the back here. And this guy here giving a bit of leg. Oh well, not the most elaborate cloak I've seen on a Stormcast, which is probably a good idea. You know, cloaks look great on models. They add a lovely little flow to it. But I think, as a lot of warriors have found out throughout history, cloaks are a terrible idea for actual fighters. Right, let's try and get this right. So make sure that those are going over the top like that. Make sure the head is safely secured, and make sure that this is pushing it downwards. Oh, and once again we have a good fit, which is, as I said, not something you always get with these. So we are, you know what, it looks like we're 2 for 2 on the beast skewer. And this, right, that's actually quite an interesting position on that model. I assume it goes somewhere around here. Yeah, it does. Looks like it kind of sits there, something like that. I'll pop him on there for now. Now, finally, bowman. So a great storm bow. So we start out with, okay, 29 and 30. Now I'm looking as well, because there appears to be a spear here. Now I'm guessing there's the ability to put this together as a spear handler instead of just a bowman. The axeman looks pretty much set in stone, but the bowman looks like it could be an alternative. So it's definitely something interesting. Can't wait until the next collection, actually. The next time I get a delivery, I'm getting my premium kit dragon, hopefully. Anyway, I'll leave that anyway. But yeah, so let's make sure that I'm getting this one together. It looks like it is there's an alternative layout to this. I can't recall. I'm going to have to check later if you get 2 of these chariots. So if you get 2 chariots, then you might get that 3rd option available. So you've got 1 set up for providing ranged, and the other purely being hand to hand. Right. Oh, turn this the right way around, I think. Yeah. So these just kind of pop together here. Do you know what? I can't help it. I'm going to have to look quickly, right? I need to look. I need to see if one of them is going to come. I'm trying to think where the whole layout is. I think it's under collect. So I just have to know now. My brain's decided. So let me have a quick look here. Chariot. Now, so it looks like you only get 1 chariot, but you can choose to do either the bow or the spear. So I think in this case I'm going to choose the bow because it's the one that's kind of obviously there, but the spear is a definite option on this one. So what we need to do is we need to get this off, number 32. So this is going to pop on the top here. Oh gosh. Isn't going to go on without a fight, is it? Have I got this the right way around? Hang on. I haven't, that's why. Right. Then he's got 33. This little dagger. Same just in case he gets knocked off and he has to fight hand to hand. Positioned right, pop it in. Oh, see, why couldn't all the push fits be this perfect and so easy to work out how to put things in? Maybe as I said, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm gaining some additional skills as I go along. Right, let's head now. Number 31. This kind of feels like it's going to click in. There we go. Nice. Right. Now I'm going to pop this bow off. being very careful because it's obviously very thin in places. Very careful doing this one. This is going to be really difficult to tidy up. So this kind of pops in here by the look of it, and I'm just going to do that loose fit for now, just for a second, because I'm kind of curious now about part 35, the spear. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that I'm quite big on magnetizing things. Don't tend to do it on models like this. Partly because, you know, I don't see it as a major factor in, you know, kit choice and weapon choice. You know, spare bow, probably minor consideration on the overall flow of a battle, but what I do want to do, well, what I want to do is not slice my fingers off while doing this part. Okay. Yeah, because this would fit very small magnets quite easily. I could probably slide a 2, you know, like a 2mm, yeah, 2mm magnet in this joint. Reasonably confident that it would work. Right. Let me show you if I'm right about this. Yeah, I think I am. Yes, you can also attach the spear. So it's entirely, you know, your choice whether or not you want to put the bow on or the spear on. Now, if you did want both, you're going to have to engage in a little magic with your magnets. Basically, what you do is, I don't think I want to go down this path, but let me show you. Right, pick up these little magnets on eBay. They're dirt cheap, or Amazon, wherever you go. You have to kind of, you sometimes have to drill out these holes a little bit bigger, but you'll slide them in. After you've slided them in and got the, you know, the polarity, obviously you have to, on this side, kind of cut that down. Cut these pegs down by just the right amount so that they can slide the magnet on. And then basically you just pop whichever weapon on you want at the start of a battle. I'm not going to do that for this because I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference magnetizing this. It's not like it's a monster that's going to massively benefit, but, you know, I still think it's something that maybe if you want to try your first attempt at magnetizing something, So it's probably a good little point to do it. That way you're prepared for big kits, which if enough parts come with the big kits, I am 100% definitely going to show you how to magnetize those. Okay, so feels to me like I'm done. So there we go. Got a lovely kit here. I'm finding it absolutely gorgeous to look at. I have decided I'm going to go for the bow. I'm going to pop him here so that you can see we get both people on it. Okay, and there we go. What a beautiful one. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't really fault what this looks like. It's good, chunky, beefy kit. You know, it's got some gorgeous, like parts to it. I think I need to check my positioning here. There we go. But that's how it kind of goes on the base. I don't want to stick it permanently to the base yet because I'm not at that stage, but there we go. Absolutely gorgeous Stormstrike Cariot.